Welcome, traveler of the unknown. Tonight we journey into a story where the night sky is more than decoration, where the stars are not silent, and where an ancient warning may be closer than we dare believe. Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear is not simply myth. It is not just folklore passed down by forgotten voices. It may be the countdown to a moment written in both prophecy and starlight. For centuries, cultures around the world have whispered of a celestial messenger, a light unlike any other. Some called it the herald star, others, the watcher in blue. The Hopi elders named it the Blue Kachina, the final sign before purification. They warned that when this light dances across the heavens, humanity will be asked a question it cannot ignore. But what if this prophecy isn't only metaphor? What if the blue star is not just a symbol but something real, tangible, and moving toward us even now? In 2017, astronomers spotted something they had never seen before. They called it ʻOumuamua, a cigar-shaped traveler from beyond our solar system, tumbling end over end, accelerating in ways no rock should. Some said it was a comet, others argued it was an asteroid, but many quietly wondered if it was something else entirely, a probe, a messenger. The first knock at the cosmic door, and now another traveler is on its way. Astronomers call it Comet 3I/Atlas. It is expected to swing past Earth in late 2025. On the surface, it's just another icy wanderer. But to those who remember the ancient warnings, the timing feels uncanny. The Hopi prophecy spoke of a star that would appear before great change, a sign that the world was about to split into two paths. Pause for a moment. Picture the night sky. Black velvet scattered with silver sparks, and then one light brighter, bluer, more alive than the rest. Not a planet, not a star, something that doesn't belong, something that feels aware. That is how the Hopi described the Blue Kachina, not simply an object, but a dancer, a living messenger reminding us that time is running out. The Hopi spoke of cycles, ages of humanity rising and falling like waves. The first world ended in fire, the second in ice, the third in floods. Each time humanity forgot its harmony with the earth. And now we walk through the fourth world, standing at the threshold of the fifth. The elders warned, the door will not open gently, and the Blue Kachina will be the one to knock. Could 3I/Atlas be that knock? Could this comet be the mask behind which the messenger hides? Science calls it a comet, prophecy calls it a sign. But what if both are true? The Hopi said the blue star would one day remove its mask in the plaza, a poetic way of saying it would be revealed for all people to see. No telescope required. It would hang in the sky, undeniable, shining as a warning. Astronomers predict that Atlas may indeed become bright enough for the naked eye, a cosmic light show, a messenger visible to all nations. And the elders added one more detail. When the blue star comes, it will be followed by its brothers. What does that mean? More comets, more signs, or something stranger? Some say it could mean others will arrive, not stones, not ice, but beings, watchers, judges, a cosmic audience waiting to see whether humanity rises or falls. Think about it. What if ʻOumuamua was the first scout, a probe quietly observing? And what if Atlas is the second? Not a coincidence, but part of a design. A sequence we were told about long ago, hidden in story so we would remember when the moment arrived. Imagine it. Thousands of years ago, people living under clear skies, watching the stars, receiving visions of a blue light that comes at the end of an age. How else could they describe it but through prophecy, through warnings carried in song and memory? And now, that moment may be upon us. October 2025, a date written in the heavens like a drumbeat, a cosmic deadline, a question posed to Earth itself. Are you ready? Because the prophecy is not only about the sky, it is about us, about every forest we cut, every ocean we poison, every war we choose to wage. The messenger isn't just watching the planet, it is watching humanity. The Hopi believed the Blue Kachina would mark the split of two paths. One path leads to harmony, renewal, and balance. The other leads to collapse, chaos, and fire. And right now, we walk with one foot on each path, pretending we can delay the choice. But prophecy is clear. The choice cannot be postponed forever. Do you feel that chill? That is because the words of the elders are no longer distant poetry. They echo in our headlines. Fires that blacken the skies, floods that erase entire towns, heat so fierce it warps the land, earthquakes in places once thought stable, strange lights and hums reported in the heavens, each a sign, each a whisper that the cycle is reaching its end. And now, a messenger approaches. The prophecy says when the blue star dances, illusions will fall, masks will shatter, truth will burn hotter than fire, corruption exposed, leaders toppled, systems collapsing under their own weight, not because of invasion, but because they were hollow all along. Look around. Do you not feel it already happening? Trust crumbling, nations fracturing, fear thick in the air, and still the sky prepares to speak. Science tells us Atlas is a comet, a visitor of ice and rock, but even scientists admit comets can surprise us. Some shatter, some flare brighter than expected, some behave in ways that seem impossible. And what if, just as with ʻOumuamua, it behaves strangely? What if it lingers too long, glows too bright, moves as if guided? Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb once suggested ʻOumuamua might have been alien technology. He was laughed at, but what if he was right? What if these visitors are not accidents of ice and gravity, but part of a greater design, silent judges appearing at the end of cycles? Maybe, just maybe, the Hopi knew. Maybe the stories were not metaphors, but memories. Instructions whispered to humanity across the ages. When you see the blue star, remember who you are. Remember your harmony with the earth, or face the fire of forgetting once more. The date draws near. October 29th, 2025. The sky will unveil its mask, and when the world looks up, the question will not be whether the blue star is real. The question will be, what does it see in us? The prophecy ends with a choice: destruction or renewal, fire or peace. The blue star is not a myth, it is a mirror, and when humanity stares into it, the reflection we see will be our own. So I ask you, when the messenger arrives, what world will you have built for it to witness? The prophecy ends with a choice, but the reflection belongs to all of us. Tell me, traveler, when the blue star arrives, what do you think it will reveal about humanity? Share your thoughts below.